First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. 18 Gators. Go, go.
Mike 56, Mike.
On 1st and 10, Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, echo.
2nd and 1. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Nix. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end is. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Bach. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Bach. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
To throw on 3rd down. Bach. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Set, ready, 60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Bach. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, but it'll be second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mark 22, Mark 22. I don't think you got it.
2nd and 13. It's caught by OBJ. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 2, Nix. He'll rifle this one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Look at me. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Nix. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Down. 60
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Hey, Haywood. 15 line. 15 line. Lead grip.
Operating from the gun. Nix to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Got it. Hey, wahoo!
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
On 1st and 10, Nix firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
On the ball.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Patrick, you draw Porter. Hey, Delta.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix, he finds Beckham complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
52, 52. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Bach. And that will be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Here's Beckham. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And that gives him now 3
into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Bach. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bach. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Recon, 152 fighter, now!
He's checking crap.
Get it!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bach. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. On first down, Nix. He'll rifle this one deeper. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. We got 3.
To throw again. Nix. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
On the set. 22's coming, Mike. I'm coming. Safe. Alert 3. Hey, seam 6.
A final shot before break. Nix. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bach. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Throwing right, and that's complete. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Bach. He's got a man. It's Williams. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
He's tied in. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Bach. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and 2, Bach. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
2nd and long. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bach. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out, and the Saints have taken the lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick 1st down as well. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Throwing on 1st down. Nix. right side here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, Nix. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 13 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 2. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
Back to throw. Bach. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bach. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Bach. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again. Bach. Throwing left side. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Smooth.
Throwing on first down. Bach. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, exit.
52, right 52. Here we go, let's bring it.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Bach drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Trying to lay one up deep. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Beckham the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
2nd and 14. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. You got three down. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Nix. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw. Nix. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go, big grip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nix. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. On 1st down, Nix. And he's taken down here by the Saints. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Nix. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here I come. Here I come.
Throwing on first down. Bach. That's going to be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Ready? Stick to yours.
Watch the screen. Pass.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Hey, orbit.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Go.
Go 50 extra money. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Secret.
On fourth down, Bach. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
Pull it high.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Nix. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead.
He's got him in, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
Ready?
Nice play by them on defense.
60 Pittsburgh.
You ain't going nowhere.
Hit it.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Take a break.
Here we go.
Say go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Shoot.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.